Grease is a musical that presents a story of Danny Zuko and Sandy Olsen's summer love that is complicated when they find themselves at Rydell High together. Set in the 1950s, the characters in Grease seem pressured to settle into stereotypical gender roles. Men as hyper-masculine and women as hyper-feminine. However, we argue that this is challenged by some of the characters, such as the Pink Ladies, who desire to resist such conformity. In particular, the character Rizzo epitomizes the female struggle to embrace a more liberated and empowered female identity within the confines of 1950s society.
We're gonna rule the school.
At her first slumber party, Sandy is mocked by Rizzo and the rest of the Pink Ladies for being a prude, lousy with virginity. The Pink Ladies then ridicule Sandy for all the things they assume a girl like her wouldn't do.
I don't drink, I swear. I don't rat my hair. I get ill from one cigarette. Keep your filthy paws off my silky drawers.
Drinking, swearing, and smoking are all examples of things women are taught not to do because of their gender. Yet here Rizzo rejects that conventional assumption and criticizes Sandy for being a lady. In the end, women always lose. Whether they are sexually liberated or prude, they can never measure up to society's standards.
Swell bunch you are, rushing to help a lady.
Seconds after criticizing Sandy for her hyperfemininity, Rizzo contradicts herself and acts ladylike in the presence of men. Desperately seeking the approval of this hypermasculine group, Rizzo feels compelled to vacillate to the traditionally feminine side of the hormone dichotomy society imposes on her.
Chariot, my lady.
In a more intimate setting, Rizzo's tough facade continues to break down.
Riz.
Could you call me by my first name? Betty.
Rizzo's rebellious attempts to seem independent of men clash with her desire for a chivalrous relationship with Kaneki. Rizzo feels torn, but is forced to confront her dichotomous female identity when she realizes she may be pregnant.
I skipped a period. You think you're PG? I don't know, big deal.
Rizzo got a bun in the oven.
Rizzo's harmless rejection of traditional femininity quickly goes too far, as she is punished by society for her sexual liberation. Rizzo can't win. It is impossible to reconcile the two aspects of her character. In her song, There Are Worse Things I Could Do, Rizzo confronts the struggle.
Even though the neighborhood thinks I'm trashy and no good.
Rizzo admits that she acts antithetically to the traditional 1950s innocent high school girl stereotype, but also doesn't want to be a passive, emotional, prudish girl.
But to cry in front of you, that's the worst thing I could do.
In this way, Rizzo is caught between diametrically opposed characters, an empowered female and a docile, stereotypical girl. While Rizzo represents a resistance to the typical 1950s woman, she's torn between her desire to rebel and her adherence to society's restrictive gender norms. Ultimately, Rizzo is a strong female character trapped in the 1950s who could have been more powerful in a contemporary setting.
Who knows, among you there may be a future Eleanor Roosevelt.